Hello and welcome to Tallahassee, Florida on a night where the war chant and the tomahawk chop are reverberating around this stadium as the Florida State Seminoles are ready to open another season at Doak Campbell Stadium. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the UTEP Miners, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Miners will get this season underway as toe meets leather. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Florida State's offense will have the football first. Goes to the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Now the pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get them to the ground.
The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll ride his man on the option. Rides the back on the option. The give. Pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run. The Seminoles have this offense rolling.
These offenses are so hard to stop when you run the option because they play the quarterback well. They get it to the running back. The defense looks pretty good, but 3rd and short, they get the yardage they need, and they move the sticks.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. They'll keep it on the ground. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. The field goal is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. The Miners' offense will go to work for the first time today. And here comes, for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more, and there's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either, David.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a...
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to fire. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Caught over the middle. It's Milner. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And the Miners will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He's into the open down the middle. The 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Now, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Coming out with it, it's Campbell. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Going right to work up top. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
We're still early in this ball game, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the first quarter, for goodness sakes.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Now on the option. Now the toss. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Noles want to crank the tempo.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They'll start this drive going to the air. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He lofts one down the sideline. Hauls it in on the right. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Miners have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fat.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. The option look. He'll toss it. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. The Noles are in the hurry-up.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warrick Dunn, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
On the option. Now the toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. And the Seminoles need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And here comes the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
And the Miners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. The short hands, it's Milner. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. The Miners will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll run the option. The pitch. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's got 47 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. To the ground, he's got it again. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. And the Seminoles headed quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. Fourth down, and a field goal's not going to help much. They'll try to keep the drive alive by converting here. The give to the fullback. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to fire on second down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Slithers into space. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Here comes the option. Quick toss. Got the first down. Looking for more. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Miners racing to the line in the hurry-up. Guys, let's talk for just a minute about UTEP. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year that teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Rides to back and leaves it. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. They'll try to run for it. The Miners will move the sticks. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. The quick out. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give to the single back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 3rd down, red zone play, crowd alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one is perfect. The lead is down to a field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Past the sticks and still on his feet. He's racked up 92 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
On the ground, it's Barney. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. And the Miners want to move quickly.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Miners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Seminoles. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
What a nice job by the defense. Not only getting the football out, the awareness to scoop it up. I got space, get up the field, a little caravan to the end zone, making the big play. And this offense in game one, man, not only do you give up the turnover, you give up a touchdown, and you haven't scored that many points. They got to get it together.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Oregon has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 21 over Boise State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Snagged in the middle. It's Milner. Caught to a first down on the nice pickup there. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
They'll ride the hot hand. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. The give on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Milner. They bring him down right at the 45. Not enough to move the sticks, but maybe close enough to go for it here on fourth. And the Miners will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. On the option. Now the pitch. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. The give to the tailback. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. He's piled up 112 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. He'll toss it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain, after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. Third down coming. On the option. He'll toss it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Wants to go up top on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. To the air on second down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And just pressure. You got to love the ability to get to the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. And then the cherry on the sundae, Jesse, is getting him on the ground and forcing a long-yarded situation for your offense.
Yeah, life is chaotic for this quarterback right now, David, no doubt about it. This pocket is collapsing, and you saw it on that last play. He does not have time to set his feet, survey the field, and make an accurate throw.
He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. The Miners will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Now the pitch. Oh, a lot of space. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. And the Noles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Noles have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Noles!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And here's the return. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Pulls it, fired complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got an open man. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. And the Miners will hustle to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Here comes the heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, going up top. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Punt is in the air. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Goes to the option. Now the toss. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll ride his man on the option. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
And the Seminoles will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got a man, it's Campbell.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's...
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Miners will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch at 45. And the returner will be dragged down. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Now on the option. He'll toss it. He's loose. It's a running room. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. And the Seminoles in the hurry up. They'll give it to him again. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Takes the handoff. It's Barney. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Running back searching for a hole. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Absolutely center cut. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air on first down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you, a sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
And the Miners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Drives into the pile just to pick up of one. They'll spot it at the 10. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on third down, like everything going the other direction.
The Miners decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The option look. Now the toss.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. A strike downfield. Turning it on. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll run it on first and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's third and goal from the 6. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Under fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job of ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
And the offense is out on the field with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game 1 going exactly how they scripted it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And the Miners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Leaves it with the running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. There he goes. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The Miners will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. On the option. The pitch. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run the option. Quick toss. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. They'll ride Davis here. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And the Miners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Smith dropping to pass. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Grabbed behind the line. It's Davis. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. After swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And that is no good. Because no game is perfect, something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Off the play fake on first down. Here's a heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, you look at Webster's dictionary and the term game wrecker, a picture of this guy is going to show up. He has been unstoppable in this football game. That's his 2nd sack here today.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Smith wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw, and what do? You get to the quarterback, you hit him, and you get pressure on him, and then what happens, Palmer?
Yeah, it's complimentary football, David, no question about it. They're just putting the hammer down right now with the lead, and the defense playing accordingly, now giving it back to their offense for an opportunity to pad this lead even further here as we're in the 4th quarter.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Sends it back in motion. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
A huge opportunity, guys, for this offense to take over after the fumble recovery and start 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll bring it back. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Smith dropping to pass. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
The Miners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's another safety. Can you believe this? Second of the game.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple of weeks, especially the next week at practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Creates a little space. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Barney. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. On the option. He'll pitch it. They could have used a little bit more there and pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll send the back in motion. He breaks a tackle, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Seminoles will punt this one away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency here.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
Smith wants to throw. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Marcook. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Miners come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack from getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Miners line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He's got it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. On the run, it's Barney. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On the option, finding an escape route. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. And the Noles line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Goes to the option. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Motion from the back. He'll toss it. He picked up some yardage, but they stop him at the 45, and he'll be a little short. The Noles will bring the punt team onto the field. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Smith dropping to pass. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
And the Miners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's another safety. They get their 3rd one of this game.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Look out, he's got room. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. The give to the back, fighting off the defender. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's the handoff. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze.